Yo, new gear, new time, new place. Now the studio's mobile. At Kels. Living room type shit. On the couch. She in the chair.
Man.
No video. Because it's late.
Right.
Hair wrapping off for her. Is that Fenty? Yeah, that's Fenty pajamas, Fenty robes. She just got...
I'm out here looking crazy.
It's all good. It's fly though. So, yeah, this is where we at. So...
Comfort.
Yeah, we're going to be...
in a place of comfort right now. Just for today.
This means more recordings then. But to move this shit, I had to get used to it. So just... To move all this shit, yeah. Yeah, I hurt my back today, y'all.
You said to move it was what?
It was a lot of shit to move.
A lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured out. It's always the first time, but yeah, this is this is a lot. But you know, I carried it all at the same time. Like that's a little bit laziness. That's laziness.
Oh, you carried it all at the same time.
Yeah, that's laziness. I should have just went and made 2 trips so I can better support my back. Because everybody knows about my back. The same back that I've been messed up since 2018. Like, I don't need it getting messed up now.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Yeah.
We in 2022. 2018?
2018.
Dang.
So, 4 years ago. So, we back. For real this time, though. Not for fake.
B to the A to the C.
We seen what we did with the... Pink Reverberation podcast. We've seen our numbers on YouTube. We've seen the downloads in the podcast and said, hey, we already know what it is. Talking with Kelle, we talked about algorithms, but we're not doing this to chase $1 or followers. We're doing it for the love of what we do. We're doing this for the conversations. It's always been about the conversation. That's what always stems from.
Yes.
We know niggas follow what females do. So therefore, when it comes down to it, females want to learn about fashion, relationships, and food.
Food?
Yes, food. Any cooking type shit. So confidence in the kitchen is coming. Kelle said I got to do it anyway.
Probably should have been dead.
Yeah, I got videos of it, but it is what it is. Confidence in the kitchen. We'll get it together. But we here. This is not boulevard conversations. This is our debate to a certain degree. We call this love affair discussions for those of you that may be new to this. So it's not like we're back, but it's a reactivation of what we've been doing. I hear it. This shit touching.
Right, but we are on the boulevard. Let's just...
Yeah, we are on the boulevard.
We are on the boulevard.
We are on
so
the boulevard.
It is somewhat of a boulevard conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this little thing because I'm able to move.
It's a couch conversation.
Yeah, but this little Evo 8, this my audio interface. I'm able to move. We be moving around. This thing is amazing.
I'm glad you're able to move as well.
Great purchase. So we got other things coming on the network.
Is this the first time with this?
I used it last night. You used it last night. Okay. Anybody that hear this, the preamps are pretty clear. You know what I mean? You can clear preamps on here. It's a nice little thing.
This is the first time with this, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm always outfitting the co-host with stuff. So, yeah, we got matching mics. This
is the first time?
Yeah, that's a brand new mic. So we got to get it hot, baby. You got to get it hot.
Man.
Yeah.
I got to put my hand on it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Make it mine.
Black Steel, yeah. Y'all good. All right, we here. We know why they here.
Man.
What are we talking about today, Kels?
Right. So I think we were having a discussion earlier. I don't even know how we got on this topic, though.
Probably me.
Yeah, you took it. We were talking about something just real general, and I think you took it left. But when you took it left, it made a little sense, at least for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you said something that was like thought-provoking. We were talking about relationships, and I was saying for me, like, you know, like I think I'm at a point in my life like where like where it's like, I think it's, you need to, well, I'm at a point in my life where being with one individual is just like, that's it for me. Like, I've been married before, I've dated, I've done all of that. And so being single and being a parent of young ladies, I don't, I try to carry myself in a fashion that I would want to be an example for my daughters. So running around here chasing after these men,
Yep.
it is I'm not about that life. Like, I've never had to like chase after any guys. Like, they've always approached me. I never really approached anyone else. So, just doing that is like crazy. I feel like you get to a point where like you should be done. Like, or you need to be done. At least for me. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but for me it is. And then you were saying something about just like, oh God, what were you saying? I lost it that quick.
We was talking about. We were talking about. Um, the whole cheating stuff, and I was just referencing how when you cheating, that means you done with that woman, or a woman done with that man, because you made a decision to that they weren't good enough for you no more. And it's not the simple fact of, for some man, we already know the whole adage that, men are hunters by nature, and, we penetrate, and, what I'm saying, our shit is external and the female shit is internal and all that. And, we can have babies till we 98, but women can only have a certain time that they can be childbearing species or whatever. And it was like,
It can be fruitful and multiply.
talking about how to, if you're gonna cheat, you made a decision to leave that woman, or you made a decision to leave that man. It's not that man find out that you cheated and then it's like, I'm leaving you. No. No, I stepped out because, some man will say, ain't no coochie like new coochie. That's the best coochie, new coochie, because that they thrive off that hunter mentality. And I was trying to talk about it like from the mindset of, it's immature because you can do what you want to. But I don't, the people that cheat and don't tell they mate they did it, what was the point of doing it then? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense. So,
Wait.
yeah, I don't want to get to rambling because,
Say that one more time. The people that cheat
Yes.
and don't tell their mate,
Yes.
or do tell their mate,
Don't tell they mate.
then what's the point of it?
Yes. If you ain't going to tell them you cheated, what's the point of cheating?
What? I mean, the point of it, I'm assuming, is when you cheat is like, and you don't want the other person to know that you're interested in somebody else. You don't want the other you don't want your mate to know that you are potentially physically and sexually attracted to another person. More so to the point where you engage in sexual activity.
Why wouldn't you want that person to know if you're ready to step out of the relationship and go ahead and risk everything for some new? You owe it to your partner to tell them that. This older me.
So you mean like before, like have that conversation before you actually go cheat?
No. After you do it, like you need to come clean with the shit, because there's a lot that can come out of that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, people feel like if I say anything, then I lose everything possibly. You know what I'm saying? Not really realizing that, hey, before you actually step out, you've made the decision that I could potentially lose everything. And so I think that's why those people that do have relationships and they cheat, they don't say it. It's because they don't want to lose everything.
You already
They know that you could lose. And I do mean some people think they can lose everything.
And what I was saying is you already made it. You already made the choice that whoever you with wasn't good enough no more for you. You already said you don't give a fuck if you lose that person when you went and cheated. Now we can get into levels of cheating, but we're going to take it higher than doing or saying things that you wouldn't say if your mate was present. That's the basic ground floor of cheating. Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the flirt the you know, the flirting shit at work, all that extra shit that you wouldn't do if your mate was there, that's the base layer of cheating, because you wouldn't do that in front of your mate. You know what I mean? You wouldn't do that if your mate was there, but when they ain't there, you just doing extra shit just cause you just doing extra shit. But see, that's how the shit start. Same way kissing leads to babies. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, then there's the other side of it. It's not even a matter of like the flirtation or the conversation. It's a matter of where your eyes is at and how you looking.
Shit, I can look. Shit, listen,
Yeah,
I'm an
but
ass
some
man. I'm
people.
looking at every fat ass that come by me. I'm an
But
ass
hey,
man.
you
I
know what?
love ass.
Some people are in relationships where they don't even want their guy or their girl to even look at
Man,
anybody
fuck
else.
that. I got
And I'm
eyes.
saying, but to me, listen, for me, how do you know what I'm looking at, and how do you know how I'm looking at what I'm thinking about when
That's
I'm
too much
looking at whatever?
control.
That's what I'm saying. So for some people, that's where it starts. That's where it starts for some.
Too much control. The motherfuckers need to get a life. For real. It ain't never that serious. Never that serious. They need a life. They need a
Yeah.
life.
Well, I mean, I think that the flirtation and the conversations, you know what I'm saying? I would agree with you. Anything that you wouldn't do or say in the presence of your mate, your wife, woman, girlfriend, whoever it is that you're with, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely, that's what I call it, cheating though.
Yeah, but I'm not even focused on that. Like I said,
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
ground
saying?
layer. I'm talking about the real shit. I'm talking about the dinners, the you know what I mean, all that other shit. The dinners, the movies, the concerts, the dates, the out of towns, the fucking, the sucking. I'm talking about all that. I'm talking about all that shit. So when it come down to it, once you decide to go that far with somebody, not the little bullshit, once you start doing the real shit, you already damn near planning your exit, because you ain't doing all that just to get some. You know what I mean? Because it's different situations. Like we ain't even talking about the different scenarios of why a motherfucker will go cheat. I'm just saying, if I made a decision right now to go cheat, to go be with a woman, I'm telling my woman she's not valuable. She doesn't mean nothing to me. That's just my opinion. Like just to talk about it. So because if she's valuable to me, there's no need for me to go and cheat. Like, because my thing is, put your big boy pants on, put your big girl pants on, y'all. Leave. Leave, because if you go out then and then do what you do and you fuck up, that stain of you cheating is not there. You know what I'm saying? That aroma, the dirtiness, the feeling of violation that you give somebody when you do step out on them is not there. If you leave them, go do your dirt, and then, oh shit, that shit wasn't worth it. Cause 9 times out of 10, the new penis and vagina ain't worth it. It ain't never worth it. Once you bust that nut, like, damn, it ain't like this was extra special. It was the thrill, it was the hunt for the man. I don't know what it is for women.
For some women, it's the same.
Yeah, well, the thrill and the hunt. Once you satisfy that, then what? There's nothing left. But you did this on your mate. When you know what I mean? When you could have just left. And I don't even know if you can leave and say, hey, it all depends on how much you love that person. If you really love that person, you might have to lie to that person the reason why you leaving them.
Some people, I mean, listen, we know some people do it for money. Some people do it because they think that there's something better out there. I've heard people say they do it because they bored with their mate, or their mate is boring. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Or because their mate has turned into the person that they no longer recognize, as
Right.
far as like, they're not that same person that drew them to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Initially, when they came together, I mean, I've heard so many different stories as to why some people have engaged in an extramarital, because not even just people who are married, but people who are just single but together with their mate. They've been together. They live together. They have children, that type of thing. It's just, and then some people it's like, oh, like the cliche, I was drunk. You know what I'm saying? I was high. I was drunk. I
But we
was
know those
this, all that
intentions,
type of
the
stuff.
intention, they
You
going
know what
to
I'm
do that stuff
saying?
though. They're going to do that stuff though.
So, and then some people just hoes. Can I just say that?
Promiscuously challenged.
No, that's being nice.
I mean, shit.
Some people are just hoes, and that's their
But
mentality. That is who they are, and if that's who you are,
they're
be
not
who you
hoes.
are.
They just free what they love. They just like to have sex with whoever, whenever it's on. Does that make them a hoe?
Does that make them promiscuously challenged?
Absolutely, that makes them promiscuously challenged because they don't need to be monogamous. You know what I mean? These people try to be monogamous when they ain't got no business being monogamous. But then their human basic needs of having somebody there for them, they ride or die. It might be hard to tell somebody, Kelle, I like to fuck bitches. I'm a fuck bitches all the time. But I like you. I like spending time with you. Want to be down with you. I want to spend time and do all that shit. You cool if I fuck a whole bunch of bitches? You know what I mean? Like I'm fucking a whole bunch of women. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you cool with that, Kelle?
Would I be cool with that?
No, I'm just saying. I ain't gonna ask you. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask you that. I'm just saying, throwing the hypothetical out there. Some people will say okay because that means they doing the same thing, or it depends how much they value that man. Because you never know where you meet people in the spaces where they are. Like, what's your shirt say today? That T-shirt you had on?
Mentally gone.
Mentally gone. So yeah, I mean, what I say? Mentally present.
Mentally present
Mentally, and we said mentally gone.
for a moment.
For a moment. Shit. So it is what it is. So
I mean, yeah, like, I'm all for people living in their truth.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's, and I think that's the issue, is that I think there are some people who cheat because they're not living in their truth.
Yeah.
They're not. They're in relationships and they don't want to be in relationships, and they need an out.
Yeah.
That's their out.
Just to cheat though, when they can just
You know
leave.
what I'm saying?
They just leave.
But like I said, some people feel like, I some people, and this is selfish. There are some people that cheat because they don't want to be by themselves. They know that they want to be with other people, but at the same time they don't want to be by themselves, so they still engage in outside relationships with other folks. You know what I'm saying? But then there are some people, they do it for the thrill. I just want to see if I can get if I can do it without, you know what I'm saying, getting caught.
Yeah.
That whole thing, like the whole, caught your hand in the cookie jar type stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think that, and then you have some people I have talked to some people who have been in relationships for years
Yes.
with their mate. Like, you've known the person since they've been in their early 20s.
Yeah.
You've been with them since they've been in their early 20s. Or you have not ever been with anybody. You've never been with anybody. You've never physically been with another man or another woman. You've just been with that one person. And that one person is all you know. And they feel like they're in a space where, is this all there is? This is, nothing is fresh, nothing is new. I want to do new stuff. I want to do fresh stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they're missing out. And so they do go out and they step outside of the relationship because they want the new. Or they think they want the new. You know what I'm saying? So, it's so many different scenarios. I'm not saying that it's right, but if that's you living in your truth, it's fine to live in your truth. But while you living in your truth, speak your truth to those people who could potentially be affected by this, because in the event of X, Y, and Z happening, if something else happened, a pregnancy, an STD, or any of those things, then the other person needs to know what's going on, and they shouldn't have to wait
Absolutely.
until you decide you want to say something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Some people just, they get made a pass.
Whatever that shit.
Hey, they give them a weekend pass. They give them a weekend pass.
Yeah, all right.
To, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I know you about to go to Colombia or wherever you going with your guys.
Oh, no.
Some women be like, I already know. You know what I'm saying? I already know that, but it's like, that they know the type of man they have, which is crazy to me. They know the type of man, they give them a pass. Hey, you going here for a week or whatever. I know you're going to be gone. You're going to want something, and you're going to see something that looks better than I do, or you may start to feel somebody better than I will, and all of that other type of stuff, and you want to get down like that. So it's that situation.
So what are we talking about? What did you ask me?
We were talking about the fact of the relationship being done. That was my
cheating.
thing. Right, cheating. And you said, once you have engaged, you know what I'm saying, the relationship is over because you said that you don't value your mate enough. And I'm just like, but is the relationship done? You know what I'm saying?
It's on the person.
Is it done? I mean, is it done? Is it done? I mean, because some people reconcile and
we know
they
that
go
shit.
through all these other type of
we
therapies
know that shit.
and all this other stuff. But yeah,
I was just giving a new standard from an updated point of view, right?
Okay.
We done mad episodes of this shit, talked about it on other podcasts. You know what I mean, for Kings Only and shit. Like, we coming out here in the news, so it's just updated your perspective, what you've learned. Just me being in therapy, shit. When I understand, you can't control what somebody does, says, or think. Shit, you out of the loop. You don't know. So it's a certain way you got to walk around every day in your own confidence, knowing that it's going to be what it's going to be, but you can't let that shit affect you because you can't control what they do, say, or think. So how you going to be disappointed in somebody for doing some shit to you for them? You know what I mean? Because they thought that's what they had to do for them right then and there. So going back to what I was saying, that's why it might make sense for a motherfucker to leave instead of hurting that person. That way, if you playing around, it is what it is, but it's a different type of hurt. Some people will probably say hurt is hurt, right? But if I cheat on you while we're in a relationship, as opposed to me saying, I think we need to take a break. I mean, I need to get some shit together for me. And, I don't want to turn into somebody that you will hate. So I need to take a break to figure it out. Now, I don't need to be out here running with 80 females and shit and just throwing it all in your face. But then that would be better than cheating on you, bringing you an STD, getting you a baby, having women trying to fight you. You know what I mean?
While we're
together. All the lies I would have to tell you or the truth. And then putting you in a position where you get depressed, you start getting fat and shit and eating, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing shit to you and don't nobody know because you can't tell your friends that you allow me to do the shit, really. Because you feel like you need me because I don't fuck with your self-esteem. I don't fuck with your self-confidence. I make you feel like you're not worthy to even be with a motherfucker straight up and down.
Okay.
That's down with you. So what, I take care of the kids, do all the shit I'm supposed to do, clean the house, cook, and do all that shit. I can't give you know what I mean? Like, so that's situational when we was talking about it, though. But that was just my updated shit because we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
You asked me a question, so I said, let's lead with that.
Okay.
So this how we doing it now. You asking me some shit. You know what I mean? So now it's my turn to ask you some shit.
Okay.
By the way, y'all listen to the Love Affair discussions on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. Yo, Kelle. And this is big for me to ask you this. We were talking about this as well earlier, so this is amazing. But it's funny how I grabbed it from our old notes and shit that we updated, our organic thoughts. Last year, your job took you away from your family like crazy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Took you away from everything, events, certain things you couldn't do in the morning time for your family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To the evening. So, and I know you wrote this topic in there. I miss my family, balancing work and family time. Mm-hmm. We weren't recording. We recorded like in April or May this year, while you were still in that job. It was finishing up.
Yeah.
So right now, to compare and contrast, this what you were doing. Now you're doing what you were doing before you went to that job. Mm-hmm. And was you doing this position for 1 year before you went into that job, the new position? Mm-mm. No, up there, not at the high school, up here.
Was I?
You were up here.
Yeah.
For 1 year.
Yeah.
Because you came from the high school. Mm-hmm. Then you went up here. Mm-hmm. And then you went down there.
Yep.
And now you back up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So balancing work and family time.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us how much that affected you and how hard that was for you?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm sure, and I want to say that because there's a lot of our family, our followers that go through this or may got somebody going through it, but I've never seen it as intense for somebody as intense it was for you. And I mean, I was down there like, blow that shit up, fuck it, let's just do something else for you. But at the same time, I tried to put the battery in your back, like, yo, you just got to do it just to put it on your resume, and then after that, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
We used to have these fake conversations, like
it was some fake conversations. It was, but it was they were meaningful conversations though.
Yeah.
They were, and it was. I'm glad that we had those conversations because it kind of helped to keep things in perspective for me. Mm-hmm. It was. I'm not gonna say it was. It wasn't the worst thing I ever had to do. But just being a single mom, my thing is that I have always tried to work so that I could have a job, and still be present in my kids' life, still be able to attend those events during the school day, still be able to go to conferences, parent-teacher conferences, still be able to, if my kid is sick while I'm at work, leave my job and go pick up my child. Those are all things that I've been able to do in my profession. And last year was very different for me.
Okay.
Not only it wasn't even just the job, it was just, or the position, it was just the year. And knowing, we were still in the pandemic, like just like kind of easing back into a little bit of normalcy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the normalcy was way different, and it's not what it is right now.
Right.
Like I feel like we're not just easing into it. We're like we've been pushed into normalcy now. You know what I'm saying? Even though we still know that there is a virus that's out here that is still affecting people and families every single day. Whether you're vaccinated, not vaccinated, believe in vaccinations, all of that type of stuff. So,
damn.
It affected me a lot.
Yeah.
It was a challenge.
Yeah.
And if I could honestly say that if I didn't have the support of my circle, which includes my oldest daughter, like she had to step in and do some things that I couldn't do because I was present, but not
Right.
able to be physically present
Mm-hmm.
in the house all the time,
Yep.
being a single mom. And I, like, honestly, I never wanted to be that parent where my child had to do for the younger siblings
Right.
all the time, because I've seen that in my field, a lot. But it's more so along the lines of neglect. But now I actually see it. I had a chance to experience and see it for myself, being a single parent.
Yep.
And you have small children and older children to raise, and you have an older child that's really helping to support the household.
Yep.
So that was a challenge, because I felt like last year there's quite a few things that I feel like I missed out on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I couldn't be fully present. Like I could I could be financially present, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I couldn't be physically present, emotionally present for my children, or even for myself, because I was always trying to make sure that I was taking care of other people's children and other people's responsibilities before my own. That was like my priority, because I didn't want to fail at the job that I was doing. I wanted to prove that I could do it. And let me tell y'all something. I feel like I did a damn good job.
Yep.
I think I did. I think I did really well. I think I did the best that I knew to do, and I think that I affected some lives.
Yep.
I think I had a great impact on some lives, to the point where, I'm still reaching out, trying to do things for those children who I had an impact on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it was unexpected. It was nothing I could have ever prepared for. Just like we couldn't prepare for COVID, it was
Shit, we
I
prepared. Shit,
we did prepare.
shit.
We had the plug to prepare,
Yeah,
dog.
man.
So but honestly though, like
Think
but
about that
honestly
though.
like thinking about it, like I don't feel like I was prepared
Yeah, for
for
sure.
everything that I saw
Yeah.
that was happening around, outside of our circle. You know what I'm saying? But like yeah, it was like nothing I could prepare for, like career wise. You know what I'm saying? And it was that on top of not really fully being prepared, still dealing with COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So many changes, so many different things going on, one day to the next.
Yeah, yeah.
It was nothing, there was some consistencies, but it was ever changing
Yep.
all the time.
Yep.
No day was the same
Yep.
for me.
Yep.
I lost a lot of weight. That's what I can say.
You
I lost a
crazy.
lot of weight. I did a lot of walking, did a lot of moving.
Yep.
I built a lot of positive relationships. I learned a lot. I worked with a great team of people. The leader was phenomenal. Like I learned a lot from her, and a lot that I still use today. I can honestly say. And knowing, like, being able to watch her move and operate and stuff like that, like just care about kids, like to the point, like she would sit down and break it down to the kids and let her know where she come from. This is where I come from. This is like everything that y'all dealing with now. I done been there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some of the kids, like when she told her story to them, they were like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't prepared for that. Because they think that we all just come into this
Yeah, yeah.
and we ready for this. And not all of us came into it like, I want to say, with a silver spoon. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not all of us were afforded opportunities and grew up in great homes and all that type of stuff. Everybody's had their own struggles. So just to just to have conversations with other people that care about children, care about families. That was a good deal to do that on a daily basis. But I had an opportunity to build some really positive relationships with adults, with families, with children, and just to see the dynamics of how things are really run at that level.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
missing your family.
Yeah.
How many times were you close to being like, fuck this shit?
Man, it was at the beginning was hard, but my mentor said to me, the first year is always the hardest.
No doubt.
And so then I had to go back into the position that I'm in right now, and I
Yeah.
had to think like, yeah, that's true. The first year is always the hardest, but I had to. I would have these conversations with myself like, I could do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know I could do it, but I know for me, timing is everything.
Yeah.
And I felt like I could do it, but the timing is off right now.
Was this a part of you following dreams, goals, money, or a combination? Am I interviewing you now? I'm cold. I'm cold with this interview.
It wasn't following a dream. Because when I say it was never my dream,
Definitely.
it was never my dream.
Definitely.
But when I was approached, I was like, people always say like you're amazing, you're very personable, that type of thing, professional,
Yeah.
but I always said like, I know people see things in me that I don't see in myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I do a pretty damn good job at doing what I do every single day.
So what you do it for? What you
Like
make the move for then?
You said what?
What did you make the move for? If it wasn't for...
I first of all, I was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? You asked me, why not? Like
No,
I
they
could do
asked
it.
your ass.
Like I could do it.
They
like
asked you to do it though.
Yeah, I was asked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when you asked me, you must see something in me. It must be something you've heard about me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, that was like, my name is out there.
And we come from a place that when they ask you, you don't say yes, you might fuck yourself.
Yeah, to a certain degree.
Because it's bully tactics.
To a certain degree. But at the same time, I wasn't thinking like that.
I was.
I was thinking
and that's
like,
why I said.
I was thinking like, you see something in me, and I'm like,
yeah.
Who been talking about me? That's how I thought. I was like, somebody been talking about me, and I'm like, who's talking about me? Who's saying, hey, go get her, go get her, go get her? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and once I found out, it was like, it wasn't just me. It was like a couple other people that I knew, and I know a couple other people was like, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it or whatever for reasons that I understood, but for me, I was like, why not? Like, what else I got to do? You know what I'm saying? Not really knowing everything that came with it. You know what I'm saying? It had been a minute since I had been in that field and actually like boots on the ground and seeing everything that goes into that. So when I say years, it had been years, over 10 years.
Right.
So, but I consulted.
Oh, you still didn't answer my question.
What?
What did you do it for?
Oh, I did it for experience.
Okay.
I did it for I did it because I was asked. I did it for experience.
Resume builder.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, the
There's
experience.
nothing wrong with saying you're doing shit to put on your
why
resume for real.
I did it for that because absolutely the experience is going to give me an opportunity to expound or expand my resume for sure.
Right.
I did it to say that I stepped into another facet of that administrative field.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
So I did it to say that, special ed is not all I know.
That it made
You
you,
know what I'm saying?
it broadened your
Absolutely.
range and scope of your professional career.
Like no other.
Resume builder, you needed to do it.
Like no other. Like no other.
Go ahead, because I got one
But
question.
I did it to see what other skills I would gain from it. You know what I'm saying? I did it to see I did it to see just what the other side was like.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because you hear
Yeah,
about it.
motherfucker, you was on the other motherfucking side.
You hear about it, like you hear about it, and I truly felt like I had crossed over. Like
You
when I
crossed
say
over?
when I crossed over, and everything that I knew before was done. I had shut it down, and I was like, I gotta do this. This is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta. I
Yeah.
gotta have structure. I gotta. But it just added to another facet of things that I can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I helped to, but I got a chance to see how different systems operate. You know what I'm saying? How to even create different systems.
Did you realize that your job was only going to be looked at as an achievement based upon, because you're in a results customer service based high level, mid level position, and your achievement was correlated with who your employees up under you were and the customers. Meaning,
My current position?
no, when you was there, when you were there, the teachers and the students, their success and what they did made you successful. Would that be a proper statement to say? If they could you have had a better year in a different school, different situation, professional wise?
I think it's a matter of what I did.
Okay.
Because as a leader, you know what I'm saying, you set the tone. And I think what I had, it was a matter of, I see it as not what the product or the product and the output for the students
Yeah.
and what the teachers did was completely correlated to my worth, so to speak, in that position. It was a matter of what could I do? What was I doing?
Yeah.
What was I putting out there for others to say, okay, or to say, this is what we have to do over here. This is what we have to do. Just like with the students, this is what y'all gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, this is what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
what you got to do. Teachers, this is what we doing to get them here. We doing this based on what I say, but it doesn't necessarily come from what I say. It's come from above. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
But it's all aligned to everything that's ultimately what we want to do and see for kids at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't ask you to throw nobody under the bus. That's an off mic conversation anyway. But okay. I'm gonna let you scat out of it with it because we coming back easy, soft and easy, baby, nice and slow. Final
Like
question.
Usher.
Yeah, Dusher,
Oh my God.
Deezy, Deezus, Deezos, DZD. No, whatever. Y'all know what it is. We'll get it together. Your family time now. Okay, not is always important, but do you appreciate it? Did you appreciate it when you was in a grind and you was just, you know what I mean, didn't have that much? Or do you appreciate it now that you can get back to how it used to be?
Both, because it was so many times it's like I appreciated it. I'll give you an example. I appreciated it in the grind when I had the opportunity to go to a concert at the high school and see my daughter participate in a concert, right?
Right.
In that moment, like sitting there watching, I was sitting there like, ooh, I get to relax.
Yeah.
I get to chill.
Yeah.
I actually get to see this. Or even like going to a parent teacher conference, I was like, oh, wow, it was virtual. I get a chance to see it here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was, because like one, I had scheduled a parent teacher conference with one of my kids and I missed it because I was coming back from the ones that I was working. And I just completely forgot. It was on my phone, everything, alarm set, all of that. But when you in the flow of things,
Yeah.
that happens. And so, I mean, I let it be known to my kids' school, like, this is what I'm doing. This is a new position for me. So if I'm not as present as I was before, this is to help you understand why. But you can always call me, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and that was a time
But
consuming position.
but for me, it was the one thing that I can say I really slacked on was just my own physical and mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't get a chance to take care of myself the way that I needed to.
Y'all hear that, family? She talking to y'all right now. She talking to y'all, family. Just listen. Because
Yeah.
y'all been with us for a minute. Like, so just, that's why we having this conversation.
Yeah, like I didn't get a chance to take care of my body. Like my physical body, the way that I needed to, and to be healthy. And I had some stuff going on last year that was like extra special. Like all of a sudden, like you like 40 plus, and you get all this extra special stuff that starts happening to you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, like my aunties, my mama, they ain't tell us about this stuff.
Shit, you see
But
me,
whatever.
Mr. 3 surgeries in 5 months. Shit, we'll talk about me next week. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as my physical health, really, yeah, I lost weight, but not because I wanted to, because I was working and I was moving and I couldn't.
Okay.
I tried to eat. I was eating on the go every single time.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So, just diet wasn't right all the time. It wasn't consistent, and probably my kids' diet wasn't great because, like, I couldn't cook every day.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? But like back to me, mental health, like, man, I just didn't have any time for me.
Yep.
Like I didn't. Everybody was trying to get a piece of meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my kids wanted a piece. Like everybody wanted a piece of me. And I honestly didn't have a chance to just like spend time and just rest. Like more than I do now. I'm not saying I completely get that time right now. I have days where, I can't. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Until I lay down and go to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
But like last year, that was the only time I got it. And like when I go to sleep, like I didn't even get a chance when I get up in the morning to just lay in the bed for a hot second. Weekends were crazy too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you got one kid in soccer, you got one kid in piano, you got one kid doing this, one kid doing that, one kid working. There was no me time. So I suffered in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Or I sacrificed a whole lot.
So you said both. Family time, you cherished it last year in that demanding position. And right now when you got a little bit more flexibility, you enjoy it. So family time is family time. Family time is family time. As long as you were there and present for those moments, that's what counts. So if we could tell our family, you know what I mean, that's listening to us, anything about it, cherish the moments. That's what I'm getting from you. If anybody listening to the, you know what I mean, the discussion, the debate tonight with me and you, and about, trying to upgrade things and all that shit in your life and all that, balancing your work and family time to make sure you balance your work and family time. Yeah, I mean, that's what I take
Absolutely balance it. Listen, for real, like last year I was like, being a single parent sucked, like for real. It was like, I was like, man, like this is like hard, like for real, like
being a single
like,
parent. Can I jump in?
But I'm saying just last year for me, it
Just last
sucked.
year.
Like it sucked. Like it was like,
Yeah.
for me, I felt like it was the worst year I had, just single parenting. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I do everything for my kids. take them to doctor's appointments, take them to the, you know what I'm saying, soccer, piano, all of the, every appointment you can think of. I take them grocery shopping. I take them to the store. I buy clothes. I buy shoes. I'm Christmas shopping. All of that stuff. Like when I say I do it all, like I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I do it all plus that times 10. You know what I'm saying? Or 1,000 or a million, whatever you want to call it. Like I do it all. So last year, I had to still maintain doing it all. You know what I'm saying?
In a limited time frame.
In a limited time frame.
Yeah.
Because my time was consumed by my job, which
you done 11-hour days.
I was doing 11-hour days. I was doing 11-hour days. I was. But I think if I would have did it this year, it wouldn't have been 11-hour days.
I don't know why it was 11-hour days last motherfucker.
It wasn't 11
That's what I'm trying to tell her, y'all. I'm trying to tell her, motherfucker, there's no way in hell.
But I had conversations.
She's company woman, y'all. She company woman. She's put the crest of the motherfucking company on her chest, and she gonna do every shit. On my chest. Shit, last year she was company woman. I was like,
but no, I had conversations with other people in this job.
They kiss ass
in that job, and I just was like, help me to understand. Like, is this what it is? You know what I'm saying? And they were like, not all the time. It's not all the time. But we can honestly say that last year was a different type of year for our children and our families. You know what I'm saying? It just really was. And this year is still the same. It's a different kind of year. It was a different year. You had your stuff too. It was a year like no other. So I'm saying I had to take that into account. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to totally shut the door on anything, because I feel like I did a damn good job. I did a great job. You know what I'm saying? I did the best that I could. But I had a good team to work with, and that is what made it what it was.
Got it. All right. Well, we gonna end it. We got to get back. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all looking for the salacious wild shit. It ain't salacious wild time. We had to we easing into this. I told you, nice and slow. This is Dusher. Yeah, man.
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow. Nice and slow. So, Kels, need your best. Give us something to look forward to when we come back.
Man.
Give them parting words of encouragement for the week. We might double dip on y'all ass. We might have another one tomorrow. I don't know. It depends how we feel. Now I got this shit. Listen, Kelle, never mind. I wait. You go first, and I'll tell you what.
What you want me? What you asked me?
Parting words of encouragement.
Words of encouragement, like man, like just really like find those moments to take care of you. It's like the most important thing. I and that's my thing now. Like I'm always asking my friends, like, I did a little event, and one of the questions I proposed is like, how do you take care of yourself? You know what I'm saying? I need like
some people don't know,
and some people don't think about that.
They don't know how to either,
and they don't know how to. But I'm not gonna say I completely know how to either, because I think I'm still learning how to take care of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in survival mode for so long. You know what I'm saying? So I think that recognizing that you may not know how to take care of yourself is part of it.
Yeah.
But then it's just, I think we have to realize that there's even the small things that we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm sitting here. This is everything for me.
Yeah,
This is everything for me to sit down, because this is the first time. No, this is the second time I sat down. I sat down to eat. This is the second time I sat down. I sat down to just chill and relax.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't make beats. I don't make music.
Yeah.
I'm not making lo-fi. I don't do all of that. I am not. Who are we? Who are you?
Oh, Deezy, D, Don P, Don D.
Yeah,
All
you
that.
know, I'm
She
I'm simple.
Kels, K Bells, and something else. Shit. K Money, I don't know. Some shit.
Never K Money.
K Money.
I was probably K Money when I was like sixth
You K
grade.
Money now, baby. Yo. So my parting words of encouragement: sit down with your family, sit down with your children, sit down with whoever. Try to have meals with people. No phones, no TV, no nothing, no iPads at the fucking table. I don't give a damn about how them kids be whining. So they can have conversations. A rose and a thorn. Something good that happened today. And if did not anything happen good today, let that be what that's gonna be. Something bad or something you can improve upon. We wanna promote positivity with everybody we come in contact with. So let's just make sure we do those things. So just make sure you make be present at all times.
And
Go ahead.
don't be mentally gone.
Yeah, be present, y'all. Be present, man. That's my parting words of encouragement because we got today, we got right now. So, Kels, if I had a glass with some champagne in it, I think it would.
Pour it up. We got champagne. You want some champagne?
No, it's too late.
What?
It's too late.
What time is it?
It's too late.
You don't want no champagne?
It's too late. It's too late.
You don't want to pop the bottle?
It's too late. I have a headache tomorrow.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's a little weak.
It's not a little weak. It's too late to drink champagne. Niggas got to go to work tomorrow. See, now I be going to the old school.
I'm about to say, dang. All I said was that was a little weak.
But how's that weak? I'm just saying.
For me, it is.
Well, pop the motherfucking bottle then. We'll talk about this. Yeah, we definitely.
I'm not gonna drink it by myself.
Nah, you say this week.
Pop the bottle tomorrow. You want to pop the bottle tomorrow?
Fuck that. We're going to pop it right now. Like you said, you want to hear me talk fly. You just wanted to poke the bear. You just, y'all, everybody been waiting.
Where's
like, yo,
the stick?
Where folks at? Where folks at? Another thing, I've expanded everything we doing. We coming out crazy right now. We finna attack this bitch and get it going good. But this audio interface I got, man. Ooh, and I called Kelle like 80 times last weekend. This, and I did, and then she know how I'm about technology and all my shit, electronics and all my shit.
Did you tell him I had a migraine?
No.
He was calling me.
I don't give a fuck.
Telling me about that.
Hey,
listen.
All she had to do was fucking listen, man.
But I listen. Listen.
And I made the decision.
And you made the decision. Made a great decision.
At first.
This right here.
But that was gonna be that new mic. That was gonna be in there.
Yeah.
But the other part, man, blow it out the water.
Yeah. I think this is yeah. This is how you take care of you.
This is how I take care of me. That's what you told me. This is how you take care of me. It may be. By the way, I made 5 beats last night too.
Okay. So come on with it. So y'all gonna hear something. Y'all gonna hear something twice.
I'm just finna drop the album. Just finna drop the album. King Without a Throne and Bottom Grill.
Okay. Go ahead. Drop it.
All right, might drop an album called Fenty Cheekies. Oh, I'm gone. Fenty Cheekies.
Wow. That's interesting.
Let's think about it.
Is that how you take care of yourself?
Fenty Cheekies? No, I don't wear Fenty Cheekies. I like looking at Fenty Cheekies, though.
Wow.
I need to buy some stock in Fenty for real. I love Fenty. OG said only gay niggas wear that shit because Savage is savage.
What?
He said, whoop, nigga. We go, man. Listen, man. Everybody take care, man. We up out this bitch. Kels. She's Kels. I'm Deezy, man. We up out. We'll holler at y'all next week.
Yep, see y'all. Confidence in the clutch.
Yo, shout out to Kels. Always perform like she do. You already know, man, we back. We just had to get out here, new gear, try to do things in a new, different way. So expecting different drops. It ain't going to always drop on Saturday and Sunday. It might drop midweek. We might drop 2 a week. It all depends now. We might have to do this every Thursday thing. Thursday and something else. I don't know, man. But let us know in the comments. Let us know in the social media release notes. Agree or disagree. Fuck with us, man. We glad to be back. Glad to have y'all as our family back. Listeners, man, share this joint. And always, get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. Confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com, wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe, share, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K and K. Weekly. Donald Nelson, that's me. Deezy, D's, that's Dizos, Don P, Don D, Deezy D, and Kels host. Love Affair Discussion Podcast, a Confidence in the Klutch podcast about relationships, love, mental and physical health, entertainment. Have a safe and healthy night. If you're listening during the daytime, create a great day on purpose, y'all. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the Klutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence.